There exists a secret library beyond time and space. A vast infinite archive where every thought, emotion, and action of every being, past, present, and future, is meticulously recorded. Some call it the mind of God, others the universal archive. But in the ancient esoteric traditions, it is known as the Akashic Records. Imagine a place where the answers to all mysteries reside: your past lives, your future destiny, the fate of civilizations, and even the blueprint of reality itself. What if I told you that access to this cosmic database is not reserved for mystics and prophets, but has been subtly influencing human history for millennia, and that you too may have already tapped into it, without even realizing? Throughout history, select individuals have spoken of visions, sudden bursts of knowledge, and inexplicable insights as if they had glimpsed into something far beyond ordinary human perception. From Nikola Tesla's revolutionary inventions to Edgar Case's prophetic readings, could these be examples of minds tuning into this hidden realm? But here's the real mystery. If such knowledge exists, why has it been concealed? Why have ancient traditions hinted at it in cryptic symbols and secret teachings, rather than openly sharing its power? Tonight, we journey beyond the veil of the known, deep into the secret corridors of existence, to uncover the truth about the Akashic Records. What are they? How do they work? And most importantly, how can you access them to unlock the hidden potential of your own life? The answers may shake the very foundations of what you believe to be real. Are you ready? The concept of an all-encompassing, invisible archive of knowledge is not new. It has been whispered in the sacred halls of ancient civilizations, encoded in cryptic symbols, and preserved in the wisdom of mystics and sages. In the East, the Vedic scriptures of India spoke of Akasha, the primordial substance that underlies all creation, a vast, ethereal field where all knowledge is imprinted. Hindu mystics described it as the memory of the universe, accessible to those who have mastered deep states of consciousness. The Theosophists of the 19th century, particularly Helena Blavatsky and later Rudolf Steiner, expanded on this idea, suggesting that the Akashic Records contain the past, present, and even probable futures of every soul. But long before them, Tibet's Buddhist monks had already chronicled their belief in a cosmic library known as the Celestial Tablets, where enlightened beings could access the hidden truths of existence. Further west, in ancient Egypt, the mystery schools of Thoth, the god of wisdom, spoke of the Hall of Records, a sacred vault said to hold the secrets of past civilizations, including the lost knowledge of Atlantis. Even in the Christian tradition, there is mention of the Book of Life, referenced in the Bible as a divine record that determines the fate of every soul. But here's the question: why has this knowledge remained elusive? There are whispers that the ruling elites of different ages sought to suppress it, perhaps fearing that if the masses learned to access this vast knowledge, the power dynamics of the world would shift. Some suggest that organized religions, monarchies, and secret societies have encoded fragments of this wisdom into sacred texts, but never revealed its full potential to the public. The modern world has dismissed these ideas as myth. Yet intriguing figures like Edgar Case, often called the Sleeping Prophet, claim to access the Akashic Records through deep trance states, revealing astonishingly accurate past life readings and medical diagnoses. Even renowned scientists, from Tesla to Einstein, spoke of receiving sudden flashes of insight as if tapping into an unknown source of knowledge. Could it be that the Akashic Records are not merely an esoteric fantasy, but a very real phenomenon, one that has shaped human history, guiding visionaries, inventors, and spiritual seekers alike? And if that is true, then the next question is, what exactly are the Akashic Records, and how do they work? Let's go deeper. Imagine a vast, invisible library, a boundless archive beyond space and time, containing the imprints of every thought, emotion, and action that has ever existed. This is the Akashic Records, a cosmic memory field where the blueprint of reality is stored. But how does it work? And more importantly, how can it be accessed? To understand this, we must first grasp the nature of Akasha itself. In Sanskrit, Akasha means ether, the unseen fabric that connects all things. In modern terms, it can be compared to a quantum field, a living consciousness that holds the information of every soul's journey across lifetimes. Many mystics describe the Akashic Records as an energetic imprint, a multi-dimensional database where the past, present, and even potential futures coexist. Some liken it to a celestial computer, where every deed, every thought, and every emotion is encoded, much like how digital data is stored on a hard drive. But if this archive exists, where is it located? The answer is both profound and paradoxical. It is everywhere and nowhere. The Akashic Records do not exist in a physical space but within the very fabric of reality itself. They are interwoven into the consciousness of the universe, accessible through altered states of awareness, deep meditation, hypnosis, lucid dreaming, and even spontaneous visions. Ancient wisdom keepers, Tibetan monks, Sufi mystics, Egyptian priests, have long practiced techniques to tap into this hidden well of knowledge. They understood that the human mind is like a radio transmitter, capable of tuning into different frequencies. When properly attuned, one can download information from the Akashic field, much like a receiver catching signals from a broadcast. This is why visionaries like Nikola Tesla spoke of receiving ideas as if they were beamed into his mind. It is why Edgar Case, in deep trance states, could retrieve past life details of strangers with pinpoint accuracy. And it is why certain individuals, throughout history, have seemingly gained access to divine knowledge, allowing them to create, innovate, and heal in ways that defy conventional understanding. But if the Akashic Records can be accessed, why don't we all remember our past lives or see the future? Because the knowledge is heavily protected, not by some external force, but by the laws of consciousness itself. Just as a child must learn to walk before they can run, the soul must evolve before it is ready to bear the weight of such profound knowledge. The Akashic Records are not merely a collection of facts, they are a living, breathing intelligence that responds to the seeker's intent and level of spiritual maturity. And this raises an even deeper question. If everything, our thoughts, our choices, our destiny, is already recorded, then do we truly have free will? Or are we merely following a script already written in the cosmic ledger? To uncover this mystery, we must go even deeper. If the Akashic Records hold the past, present, and even possible futures, then the question becomes, are we truly free? Or are we merely following a pre-written script? This is where the mystery deepens. The truth is, the Akashic Records do not dictate reality, they reflect it. Imagine them as a vast mirror, capturing the echoes of every choice ever made. They store the imprint of possibility, not rigid fate. Think of a river with countless branching streams. Each stream represents a different potential path your life could take. Your choices determine which stream you follow, but the entire river system, the network of all possibilities, already exists. The Akashic Records contain the map, but you are the one steering the boat. This is why mystics, prophets, and even quantum physicists speak of probabilities rather than certainties. When a skilled practitioner accesses the Akashic field, they are not seeing a single fixed future, they are seeing the most likely outcomes based on current energies and choices. But what if we could shift those energies? What if we could alter our own recorded destiny? This is where true power lies. Many esoteric traditions teach that by aligning with higher consciousness, through meditation, deep reflection, or sacred rituals, one can rewrite their Akashic imprint. Just as a musician can change a melody mid-song, so too can we change the course of our lives. The ancient Egyptians, for example, believed that one's soul, or Ba, carried its life record into the afterlife, where it would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and balance. But they also believed in Ka, the vital essence that allowed a soul to reshape its fate through awareness and spiritual practice. In the East, Tibetan Buddhist monks have long practiced Tummo meditation, which they claim can awaken deep, hidden memories of past lives, allowing them to heal karmic patterns before they fully manifest. And in modern times we see glimpses of this truth in the experiences of near-death survivors. Many report entering a realm of light, where they are shown a life review, a panoramic replay of every thought and action, but with a twist. They feel, firsthand, the impact they had on others. Some return from these experiences transformed, as if given a second chance to alter their trajectory. Could it be that we are not merely passive subjects of an all-seeing archive, but active participants in shaping our own records? This leads us to an even greater secret, one that few truly understand. The Akashic Records are not just an external database, they are within you. Every time you quiet your mind, every time you tap into intuition, synchronicity, or deep knowing, you are accessing a fragment of this cosmic memory field. The challenge is not whether the records exist, it is whether we are attuned to receive their wisdom. Which brings us to the final, and perhaps most crucial revelation. How can we practically access and apply this knowledge in our daily lives? If the Akashic Records are not some distant hidden archive but rather an energetic field we are already connected to, the real question becomes, how do we access them consciously? Throughout history, mystics, sages, and enlightened beings have sought methods to tap into this vast repository of knowledge. Some relied on deep meditation, others on sacred rituals, and some even stumbled upon it spontaneously in moments of heightened awareness. But here's the key. Accessing the Akashic Records is not about finding them, it is about tuning yourself to their frequency. Step 1. Entering the Akashic state. To access the Akashic field, one must first reach a heightened state of awareness. This means shifting out of the thinking mind, which is bound by logic and linear time, and into the expanded consciousness, where all information is interconnected. A simple yet powerful method is theta meditation. 1. Find a quiet space. Sit in a comfortable position, away from distractions. 2. Slow your breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly. Repeat until your body relaxes. 3. Activate the theta state. Close your eyes and visualize yourself sinking into a deep, tranquil ocean. With each breath, imagine waves of golden light washing over you, carrying you deeper into stillness. 4. Set your intention. Silently ask to access the Akashic Records. You might say, I open myself to the wisdom of the Akasha. May I receive only what serves my highest good. 5. Observe the impressions. Instead of forcing information, remain open. Some may receive clear visions or words, while others may sense emotions, colors or symbols. Trust the process. Many practitioners report that the first time accessing the Akashic field feels like trying to remember a dream, hazy, fleeting, yet strangely familiar. But with practice, the connection becomes stronger. Step 2. Asking the right questions. The Akashic field does not operate like a search engine. It responds to resonance, not demand. Asking vague or passive questions like, what is my future, may yield little insight. Instead, frame your questions with clarity and intention. What past patterns am I repeating that no longer serve me? What is my soul's purpose in this lifetime? How can I align my choices with my highest path? By focusing on guidance rather than prediction, you invite meaningful insights that can shape your reality. Step 3. Recognizing the signs. Even outside of meditation, the Akashic Records communicate through synchronicities, dreams, and intuition. Have you ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be right, or stumbled upon the perfect book, person, or opportunity at exactly the right time? These are not coincidences. They are echoes from the Akashic field, nudging you toward alignment. To strengthen this connection, keep a journal of intuitive insights, strange coincidences, and recurring symbols. Pay attention to dreams, especially ones that feel more vivid or symbolic. Trust your inner knowing, even when it defies logic. The more you acknowledge these messages, the more frequent and clear they become. Step 4. Rewriting your own records. One of the most profound secrets of the Akashic field is that it is not just an archive. It is a living, evolving record. This means that past mistakes, traumas, and limiting beliefs are not permanent. They can be rewritten. How? Through conscious awareness. When you recognize a limiting pattern, fear of failure, toxic relationships, self-doubt, acknowledge it. Awareness alone begins the process of transformation. Through visualization, imagine yourself rewriting your own Akashic page. See yourself stepping into a new timeline where your past no longer defines you. Through daily alignment, every thought, word, and action is recorded in the Akasha. By choosing higher actions, you reshape your future. If the Akashic Records hold all possibilities, then you are never bound by a single path. You have the power to rewrite your own destiny. The Akashic Records are not a myth, nor are they reserved for a chosen few. They are the living memory of the universe, an eternal library where the past, present, and future exist simultaneously. But here's the greatest secret of all. You are not just a reader of the records, you are also the writer. Every thought you entertain, every choice you make, and every belief you hold is etched into this cosmic field. This means your life is not dictated by fate, but by the energy you project. The patterns you carry from the past can be rewritten. The future is not set in stone, it is a fluid, dynamic landscape shaped by your awareness. So the real question is no longer, can I access the Akashic Records? The real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you use it to understand your deepest fears, to break free from past limitations, to align with your soul's highest purpose? The power has always been within you. And now, you stand at the threshold. Will you step forward and claim your destiny? If this revelation sparked something within you, let us know in the comments. Have you ever had an experience that felt like a message from the Akashic field? If you wish to continue uncovering hidden truths, subscribe and join us on this journey into the unknown. The records are open, the path is yours to walk. Until next time, stay awakened.